Not bad at all. Shadow Skull smashing Tapland. Okay. Well, we can start here on black. Go Underdog on 2. Greasefang on 3. Rakdos. Alright. I think I'm okay with going Underdog over the Innkeeper. We don't have any 4 drops in hand to ramp into anyway. So let's try to put in a little pressure. Gonna see a little Voltage Surge here. Infernal Grasp goes down. Fine. If anything's gonna hit the graveyard, it's nice to have it be the Underdog. Third land. Ob-Nixilis. Okay. Well, we have Blood Chief's Thirst for the token, but we don't really have a way to pressure it.
For me now, Runt.
What's the best way to do this? Okuba's okay. Yeah, I think let's just drop the Okuba boss here. Could have gone Underdog plus Blood Chief's Thirst, but let's give it a minute. We might just straight up Blood Chiefs the Ob-Nixilis if we can't get through all these blockers. More removal, okay. Fourth land. Opponent takes their plus, decline. We'll keep all our valuable cards right now.
Plead for mercy.
Down to 17. Now we can just flashback the Underdog, which is one option. It's not a terrible option even. I think that's okay. It's pretty slow for us. There is stick now though, so they have more removal here. About to see it. We'll attempt this, but I suspect they have yet another Infernal Grasp or Voltage Surge or something here. Did the Dispute. Okay. That's not quite as scary. When it gets a little reload off, Ob-Nixilis goes down.
You've gone and ruined all my fun.
Draw a card. Bankbuster in hand. Chariot comes down. Okay. A lot of Innkeepers. How do we want to do this? Take more black here for now. I think we start with a Blood Chief's Thirst on one of the tokens. See if we can prevent the Chariot from powering up. We haven't seen any other creatures so far this game. They power up the Chariot, which is pretty interesting. If we had more removal here, we could completely take advantage of that, but we don't. I think we just go Innkeeper and either Wedding Announcement or the Underdog. I think we can go ahead and drop the Wedding Announcement. And we'll see if they have another creature here to power up the Chariot, but it's not going to be an Ob-Nixilis. Sixth land is actually a Plains here, okay. Fable comes down. Alright, they actually get the creature to power up the Chariot. That is fairly unfortunate. I don't think we'll take the chump block. Yeah, that hurts. I think we'll just take 4 here. Down to 11. Wandering Emperor is fantastic against the Chariot. So I think we go ahead and drop Innkeeper and flash in Emperor. No attacks, and here, unfortunately, they'll get another copy off, but that's how it's got to be. We'll see if the opponent plays around the Wandering Emperor. Slightly less transparent, unless you're taking into account the treasure. Might look like we only have 3 mana here, so they might not think of it, but we'll see what happens. They drop off backup Chariot. Okay, I wonder if they have another Chariot in hand or they just don't think they need it. Epicure comes down, sure. Ping us from 1 down to 13. We're watching our life total, but... Oh no, okay, that's actually okay. Oh no, they're going to get the other one back from the graveyard. Interesting. So here comes the backup Chariot. They're going to get a lot of cat tokens, but they only get to keep one of the Chariots. And we're going to exile the other one. Yep, here they come. Unfortunately, we have to let them attack first to get the tap effect. They take their copy. Yep, it's fine. We can go ahead and do this now, I suppose. We have to do it, we have to minus here because it will be a creature at the end step. Sometimes you can plus on this turn with the flash. You know, make a 2/2 first striker blocker, pick one off, and then the following turn, minus. Pick off Wedding Announcement. That hurts. We would have loved to flip the entire board to do 2/2s. Take our 1 swamp in the deck. That actually hurts a lot because having the Wedding Announcement flip would have been huge for us. And remember, they have another Chariot down here they're going to get back next turn with the Greasefang. In terms of blocks, I think we could make some double blocks at this point. It's tough. We don't want to give them treasure, but it doesn't actually matter that much. Maybe let's keep for now. Take it all, drop to 9. Whew, we get our own chariot. That's pretty big here. Okay, quite a bit of life. The Bankbuster is going to be nice to draw at some point, but we don't have the mana to do it now. I think we instead just drop the Underdog as a potential blocker. Well, the Underdog can already trade with Okuba, so let's put it on one of these cat tokens here.
We've got the edge in this fight.
No attacks. And here. Alright, interesting game. Opponent's about to get another chariot, and they flip the Fable. I think we're on the losing side of this game so far, but a couple good top decks from either one of us could change the game drastically. When it takes their cycle with the blood token, drops off a land, draws a card. They get the chariot back. They're doing the combo we wish we had. Here comes the chariots. Okay. Alright, how is the opponent going to play it is the question. Attack all, baby. Yeah, resolve. Resolve, resolve, resolve. So we'd love to take out the Okuba boss. I think we'll trade the Underdog there. Let's try to power up the chariot. Let's see if we can do it like this. We don't know what their last card is either. If it's removal, then I think we just straight up lose. Pass the blockers. I think we want this trade. I think we'd like to take a free block if we can. I think we'd like to take the chariots if we can. And that leaves how much left? 4, 6, 8, 10. We just take the rest of it. I think that's all I'm counting on the battlefield. Let's give it a go. Okay, to damage. Let's see how low we drop here. Down to 4. Both chariot and Okuba are gone. Land. Okay. Playing out the Bankbuster here. We need more blockers than we have. We can't take any life. I don't think there's anything we can do to get out of this. We can take a draw. I think it's better than trying to crew. But I don't think it gets us there. Yeah, more lands. Okay. Good game.
Keep watch for intruders.
Alright, I concede. Mardu is the superior Okuba chariot deck, I suppose. Do they even play green? Are they just splashing a single chariot just off of the treasure? The cojones on this guy to do that. But yeah, we'll I think they got us here. They're just splashing green with treasure. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Looks okay. Alright, opponent mulls. We'll start here on black. Got all our colors in hand. Play the Branch Loft pathway on green. Drop an Endkeeper. White, do nothing. Okay, Ren is 7. Well, hopefully we can ramp up there pretty quickly. Here comes an Endkeeper. End here. Second Plains. Leonin Light Scribe. Okay. So, I think we'll actually spend our treasure to remove this. Actually, it's not even that scary. Maybe we won't. Maybe we just ramp into Ren next turn. That might just be fine instead. No attacks. Let's actually save the Bloodchief's Thirst for something a little bit scarier. We don't have second green, but we can play. We can use the treasure for second green for Ren. Okay, Selesnya. Procedure comes down. Thinking about Snakeskin Veil. Virtuoso comes down. Auto Tapper doesn't tap green. Thinking about Snakeskin Veil. All that jazz. No blocks here. There is a line of play where you double block, have them use their instant, then we can pick off the Virtuoso, but I'm not super concerned about that. I think I really just want to drop a Ren this turn. Yep. Opponent holding stick here. If we weren't sure before, we're definitely sure now. Got a little life. Nice 4/4 blocker. No attacks. Make another blocker token. So the only thing we have to think about here is if they can give this guy trample with the whatever the elephant transform thing is. And we need to calculate into our math to try to keep Ren alive. Go ahead and Snakeskin Veil now just to get the counter and connive. Drop off a Lumimancer, that's fine. Homesick Courage, okay. Vigilance. Homesick Courage on the Scribe, holding 1 green open. We'd love for them to use the trample here. Then they'll be unprotected for the Bloodchief's Thirst. They just go face, actually. Okay. Well, we'll still chump block here, I think. And we can even chump block you away. That's totally fine. Now, we'd like for them to actually use the removal spell here. There is an argument to be made to just sacrifice the Tree Folk, because then we'll guarantee kill the Virtuoso, which is kind of valuable. Then it leaves them a Light Scribe versus some Innkeepers. It's a little funky, but I think we can actually do that. So this will force them to use their green mana right here, which is nice. Hopefully they don't have another land drop after combat, but if they don't, we should have them here. Charge through. Okay, they're going to get another look for a card, which hurts because that gives them another chance to draw into that 4th land drop. So we'll see if they get it here, and if they have green open. White open could also be the shield counter one. They drop off Snakeskin Veil. Do they have land? Down to 19. Down to 4. Charge through Trample. They do have the green mana source. Yep, they got it. Okay. Well, there isn't really a whole lot we can do, actually. Opponent may have just straight up gotten there. We'll take our free plus. Does Underdog do anything? I don't think so. I think we have to try. And here comes that last. Yep, they have stick too. Okay, they got us, yeah. Did our best to try to work our way through their green mana. But since they got the connive off and they got the draw, they're able to hit the land drop and still have one more protection spell. So that's pretty much game. They don't have trample yet. So we're not completely dead. I don't think we take the draw here. Let's go ahead and drop an Innkeeper. And drop the cave. No attacks. We'll see if they have trample. A little bit of life. Okay. Attack both. We'll see if they have it. Let's attempt to take... I guess we can do it like this. Try to guarantee one of them lives. And if they have it, then they have it. I think that's fine to do it that way. Charge through. Trample. All right. They got us. Magecraft is fun. I like playing Magecraft. And when it comes together, like this probably feels pretty good to them. They're like, oh man, did the thing. Yeah. I thought it was a good game. We gave it our best run. Okay, next one. On the draw with turn 3 Emperor. Could be okay. Cabaretti Courtyard. Okay. Forest. Start here. Luminarch Aspirant on 2. Interesting. I think it's probably better to just Blood Chiefs this, actually, over Innkeeper. I think that's fine. Third land. Valkyrie. Okay, Clerics and Angels. Okay, sure. This turn probably just drop the Innkeeper and the Lair, and then next turn Wandering Emperor them. We're a little bit out of gas, though. Hoping this Bank Buster helped us reload a bit. Innkeeper. Okay. Yes, Selesnya lifegain. Kind of a combo deck. Double Innkeeper. That's pretty slow for the opponent. Feels good. Next turn they'll attack with the Valkyrie. We can nab it with the Emperor. No blockers to the flying creature. Okay. Got that second white source online. Alright, so, yeah, we'll wait for them to attack here, I think. With stick by the opponent. What do they have for 2 treasures in Selesnya? Perhaps a Fateful Absence. No attacks. And here, we could play the other Innkeeper out and have 4 mana open. I think that's actually fine. And here, if they big brain Boseiju our treasure, that'd be sad. We could play out the Emperor anyway, but... Trelasara, okay, we got some obstacles to deal with. Yep, resolve all. Trelasara getting big, doing scrying things. We're gonna hope the Bankbuster card draw can get us there. And we have some chump blocks with the Innkeepers for a little bit of time. So this is fun. Do we want to trade with the Innkeepers? It shuts off their life gain, which shuts off the Trelasara growing.
Now you've done it. That's coming off.
Ooh, okay. Hexproof. So be it. Alright, well, I think we're just taking it all then. It's quite a lot of damage. That hurt. More land. That hurts even more. We have to take a draw here. In terms of colors, I think that's fine. That was a huge swing for us. Against us, rather. I think we have to take the draw here. That is a slow turn. Chariot is okay, but really slow here. Or rather, just doesn't fit into our curve right now. Plussing doesn't matter. I suppose we'll take the creature. Except that plussing forces them to answer to attack the Emperor. So, we'll do it like that.
Remember your training.
Whew. No attacks. That clutch Tameo safekeeping coming down. So they go all face. They leave the Emperor, which means we can't get an exile effect this turn. There's blocking. We have to block here. Have to block there too, I think. Take 7. Sure. Let's see if they have the trample instant too. They do not. So we're down to 2. We can exile the Valkyrie, unless they have probably another one, I guess, right? There's no reason to think they don't. So if that's the case, we actually want to draw into another piece of instant interaction. Let's go like this, and let's draw first. But if we have to use it, we don't have enough mana to play the chariots, then we lose anyway. Blood Chief Sir is too expensive. Alright, so we try this now. But, yeah, they have the second Tameo Safekeeping or Snakeskin Veil or whatever here. Oh, they do not. Okay. So they have something else.
Judgment is fun.
Go to the Chariot. I guess they just power up Cave. And they have their own Emperor. Make another attacker. And get through that way. Plus, they have Cave as well. So, that is game.
Keep watch for intruders.
Looking good to me. Nice little curve here. Okay. Start here. Up against Gruul Rockfall Vale. Up against Naya Enchantments. That has changed drastically. Go ahead and play you out on, I think black is fine here. Get an underdog going. We're happy to trade with the Kami if we can. Slow them down a little bit. We have a lot of removal baked into the deck. And a lot of it is, in fact, exile. So that's going to have to come through clutch here. Third land. Naturalist. Okay. Up to a 4-4 already. On the play. No blocks. Take it all down to 16. Feels good. Alright. Well, I think we go Okuba into Chariot is our best bet. And then just trade off the Chariot every turn. So, show them the goods. Now, we don't actually want to trade, but I don't think we're necessarily in an attacking position either. Let's go no blocks in case the Tenacious Underdog can trade with a powered-up Visitor. Turn 3, turn 4 Showdown. That's pretty nasty. Discounted Showdown. They hit their land drop, too, off of it. This is going to be real tough. Okuba Chariot has to get there alone. Rune of Sustenance. Now they have Lifelink and Trample. Mm-hmm. Okay. Take 8. Okay. Drop to 8. Good. Exactly as planned. Whew. Alright, Chariot Okuba. This is your chance to shine. You gotta do it right here, right now. No attacks. End here. We will power up the Chariot to block. And sacrifice it to the Kami. And then hopefully have enough stuff around next turn. Now we really need that second green. Here comes another Showdown here. We really need a second green to hit Ren next turn. But we're about to take an absolutely absurd amount of damage here. So I don't think we're going to get there this game. Unless we top deck Exile and Removal Spell. A lot of great top decks in the deck right now. But I don't even know if we have enough toughness to block all of this currently. What do we have? We have 9. So, no, we do not. No blocking configuration gets us out of this. So that is game. Okay. Wouldn't mind the Bankbuster a little later, but it's not a terrible hand. We can start here so we have all of our colors on 2. At least we're on the play. Mountain Kumano, okay. Alright, drop the Hive. Drop the Bankbuster. Hopefully we can power it up as a blocker at some point. Might not have time to draw for a little while. Adversary comes down. Hasty 3-3. 2-drop would be nice here. Land instead. Do we just Blood Chiefs the Adversary? Then we take 2 from the Kumano. It's pretty inefficient in terms of mana. Next turn we will have the Emperor, though, which I think makes the wedding announcement a little bit better. Alright, we're going to do it like this, just mostly because we want to be mana efficient. We're going to take a lot of damage, and we're hoping the Wandering Emperor minus can help us stabilize a little bit. But we'll see if we get turn 3 Raiju to the face here. Cathar. Awesome. When he gets in for 5, drop to 11. Yep, we'll play out our second white source, and we will attempt to Wandering Emperor here. And here. Get a blocker, flip to Nightside. Fun. 4th land, Raiju? No. Too much hesitation. Luminarch Aspirant instead? Sure. They probably know the Emperor is coming. But they're going to attack all anyway, because why not? So double spelling flips the Brute, but I don't think we worry about the Brute right now. I think we're just taking out the adversary here. The other option is to plus on
You're ready to lose.
token and block the Kumano, but any play with fire blows us out there. Do we want to take 5 this turn? Nah, I think we make it a 2-2. Take it all here. Down to 8. We do get a Ren this turn. They have an Initiate. Is Ren enough, or are we just dead? They flip, take the token, yeah. Fortunately, we can't do anything about that. Double Blood Chief's Thirst, though. How does that fare? We're going to get a token. We take out both the Kumano and the Aspirant. Get a 1-1 token. If we play Ren, I think Ren plays pretty well here because even if they target the token, we can power up the Bank Buster to block. So let's do it like this. We are going to have a second blocker. Do we just sacrifice the Emperor is the question. I think we just sack the Emperor here. Get another token.
Guards, to me.
And here. Alright, that's a number of blockers here. Tap land by the opponent. Is it Raiju time? And where do they put their attacks? We are at 8. Where does the counter go? Counter goes on the Initiate. It looks like what they want to do is get the Initiate in there and use the effect. Ooh, that's it. Now we can't actually, we don't have enough mana to draw, but that was a huge turn for us. We flipped to Nightside, sadly. Go ahead and take this plus here. So double spelling flips the Brute back, which is probably what they most want to do. So I think we actually spend 4 mana and take out the Brute, go drop down to 5, and then we take the Initiate. I think so. Yep, it hurts. That means our token will survive. And I think we take the Initiate as well, because that's their answer to some of our enchantment stuff. Leave the Aspirant around. Play out a creature land. We could probably get in there with the Bank Buster, but I don't think we do. Let's hold steady one more turn before we start turning the corner. If we can turn the corner at all. Probably could have gotten in there with the Vigilance token, actually. But there's the adversary. Alright, how much damage do they have down here? Nothing. Counter goes on the Aspirant. Alright, I think we're actually making progress. They say oops here. Not quite sure why. My turn. More lands, not what we wanted to see. I think we take a draw here. Let's try not to tap our creature land if possible. Probably do it like this. Should be fine. Draw a card. See if we can get out of this game. That's a good card. Okay. That's enough to protect Ren and 7, I think. Take a plus. Try to get a little bit greedy, but try to get more Tree Folk out. I think we're just hanging tight. At some point we can attack. Let's give it one more turn. Should we hit them with a Vigilance guy? We actually can. Let's do it. The best they can do is trade anyway. Nice. Down to 17. Flip to Nightside. Spooky. Kumano, that's 1 point of damage to the face. Down to 4. We'd love some life gain. Brutal Cathar, okay. Comes in on the Nightside. We have no answers currently. Have to flash in the Emperor here. Make a creature. Yeah, flips the Nightside. Takes that guy. That's tough. They double spelled that turn. Backup Emperor. I think we just have to take a another Tree Folk right now. We can actually get in there with one of the Vigilance guys. I think we do it like this.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Let's take a draw. We have to win soon. Let's manual tap like this. Bloodchief's Thirst is pretty good. Take out the Cathar again, I think. Alright, it's getting close. Just the Vigilance. Vigilance first strike. We're down to 4. Opponent drops to 13. End here. We're close to really turning on the pressure. Let's see what happens, though. Could go either way. Opponent hits another land. It's good for us. They get a 5/5. Okay. Alright, it's my turn here. Flipping a Night Sight again. I think we will take that last draw. That's pretty good. Pick you off. It does give him a chance to dig for an answer. No stick by the opponent. We have Wandering Emperor on the way back. I think we'll just take a blocker there. And hold the other Emperor. Whew, getting close. Opponent doesn't have any creature lands. That helps a little bit too. They take their draw. They could hit 2 burn spells off the top here and totally get us. It's all possible. We have to turn the corner soon, though. Opponent takes 1 chump block. Takes another chump block. They drop down to 8s. All right, let's make another blocker here. Or another attacker, rather. We find out real soon.
Keep watch for intruders.
Is that enough to get there or not? Transform you. Do they have 2 burn spells right now? Lands one of the cards. They haven't conceded. Royal Eruption to the face. Okay, that's down 3. Oh, it's... They kicked it. Shit! Oh, can we have Wandering Emperor there and exile our own creature, or is it only an opponent's creature? Exile target tap creature. No! I didn't see they kicked it. I thought they just cast it normally. Oh, man, that's sad. Okay, yeah, if you're in the same situation, I think you can exile your own tapped creature and get the 2 life back and not lose. Oh, man. I didn't see they kicked it. That's so sad. Welcome to the post-game deck tech. I promise you ABZAN midrange is not as bad as I made it look today. Went 0-6, a wonderful 0% win rate. Should have won that last game against Boros, but mentally I missed that they had tapped all 7 lands, whatever. Anyway, this deck isn't as bad as it looks. Any game you're on the play, I was on the draw a lot today, and you go Greasefang, Chariot, Wren, or Innkeeper into turn 3 Chariot, you're going to feel good, and you'll probably win a lot of those games. I bet this deck comes out about 50-50, maybe a little lower, but it's not that bad at all. I will say, as the games progress, I did tweak it a little bit. I started out with something like 4 copies of Underdog and 2 Bank Busters, but just felt like I was getting steamrolled too early in the early game by other decks that had stronger openers, so I ended up cutting those progressively and making more space for interaction in the form of Vanishing Verse and Fateful Absence, with 6 copies total there, plus Bloodchief's Thirst and Wandering Emperor. That's a ton of interaction, which should hopefully allow you to stall out the game and deal with your opponent's threats while you get to your own endgame. Last comment is I am going all in on the Innkeeper versus the Gallic Readers. I just think it's better if you have an opinion of why Gallic Readers is definitely better, leave a comment. But I just think the possibility of guaranteeing your turn 4 play on turn 3 with the Innkeeper is more valuable than whatever long-term value generation you can get with Gallic Readers. Yes, it feels great when this card pops off, but I think just guaranteeing your 4-drop on turn 3 is better. That's the deck. I hope you enjoyed seeing a lot of losses today. It happens to everyone, but as always, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment letting me know what you want to see next. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.